Welcome to the finale of Sagaia. We're gonna see all 7 of the endings. I like how the sound effects are silent before the song actually starts. That's a nice little touch. As for Jupiter itself, well, it is the final area of the game, so expect everything to kill you really quickly. The mini-bosses will make reappearances on these stages, with a few tweaks to make them a bit harder than normal. And this is also the point where all of the game's enemies come out in full force, and I do mean all of the game's enemies. Like these guys on screen, I just hate these guys right here. They just shoot a lot of bullets and they make it to a point where you can't really dodge effectively because there's just too many bullets to dodge. And they even added lasers too. Oh, wonderful. The seahorse is relatively the same, except he's just shooting more lasers now, so don't be close to the torso when he's firing those lasers. Best song of the game right here. It's so epic that they reuse part of it for the end credits. It's awesome. However, the boss of Zone Z1 is not so awesome. This boss right here, he or she, is just really challenging and they can kill you really quickly if you're not careful. We still got a few popcorn enemies to go through before we actually make it to this boss. I actually did manage to beat this without losing a life, but I can't say the same for the other run with this thing. Mother Hawk. At least it's not Mother Brain. Mother Hawk will constantly shoot these lasers that are quicker than your actual movement speed. There are gaps in between the volleys, but those are small gaps, and you gotta be careful how you dodge that, because you can still get hit and die. He also... she, I keep on calling it he, but it's technically Mother Hawk, I don't know. They also throw out that top part of the ship, the dorsal fin, and that can kill you in one hit. Mother Hawk also shoots these loop-de-loop energy things, which they're pretty easy to dodge. You just stay in the middle of them and you should be fine. It's really the lasers and that blade you have to worry about. Later, Croco Jr. and T8 Young destroyed the enemy's fortress. Successfully, they made their escape. After that, the lasting peace was restored for the people of Darius. Alright, that was ending 1. And this is perhaps the best graphical effect in the game. Look at this. Jupiter's clouds have never looked better. Zone V is pretty... I hate Zone V. It's the boss. The boss here definitely sucks. But we'll get to that when we get to it. First, we gotta deal with the mini-bosses and the rest of the stage. First up is this, the thing. I still don't know what this thing is. This boss is still relatively the same as before. There's no new attack, so This guy is easy to kill if you fought him and you already know what he's about. There are little popcorn enemies that try to jump you though, so be careful about that. At least in this game you have weapons that shoot basically everywhere except directly behind you. It's just like your ship is a death weapon. Except for everything that comes in behind. Oh my god, what is going on with it? There's just so many enemies that came on screen right there. That's a bad sign. I'm just hoping for a shield to come by soon, otherwise I'm fucked. Still got more level to go. Wait, maybe this is a shield. No, that's a weapon power-up. I need a shield. I do manage to pick up a shield power-up before I died, really brutally, and that was during a boss fight. The mini boss fight with the turtle. Yeah, the turtle is back, and I'm kind of glad that I picked up the shield before I got killed. Taito! And missiles? Oh god, that's a bad mix. And the bullets are way faster than normal. Yeah, the boss is considerably harder now. Oh good, second mini boss down. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that some of the Jupiter levels have 2 mini bosses, and I think 2 or 3 of them have only 1 mini boss. Yes. I hate the mini bosses on Jupiter. Biostrong sucks. This alien fetus prick is annoying. He likes to flood the screen with hard to dodge bullets that move really quickly, and not just that, he'll also disguise himself as one of the bullets. Damn, I just died. He'll disguise himself as one of the bullets and make it even harder for you to hit him. It's annoying because if Biostrong is on the other side of you, you have a tendency of actually turning around, which kind of backfires in this fight because you're trying to focus on clearing the screen and you can't because you're just trying to shoot in the direction of where Biostrong is at. And that's kind of a pain. So Biostrong is kind of unfair. He's a life strainer. I'm already at 5 lives. Just try to find the real version of him and destroy him as quickly as possible before you lose all your men. You may not be seeing it because I don't have a camera, but I'm sticking my middle finger at the screen right now. Biostrong is the hardest boss fight in the game. After completion of this difficult mission, Paco Jr. and Tia Young were praised by all descendants of Darius. The president of Orga decorates Paco Jr. and Tia Young with medals and recognition. Oh, okay, yeah, don't let me read it. Stupid text. Alright, that's 2 endings down. Now we gotta go through Zone W. And I think Zone W is a space level, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Zone W is a space level, and it's pretty simple, but it's also the hardest space level in the game. This zone and Zone X are top contenders for the hardest space shooting stages in the game. And I'm already off to a good start given that I don't have a shield. Yet. Shield. And there's that fish from the sun, that fish mini boss that shot the 5 bullets. Nothing's changed about him. Yep, still goes down like a punk bitch. Probably even more so because I'm fully powered up. And here's more of those floating monolith things that made their first appearance on the moon stages. Just give it time and we'll find the freeze-dried body of Frank Poole. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, this is what I mean by every enemy comes out to kill you. Every enemy, including those floating satellite things. What are they doing here? I have no idea, but they want you dead. Don't you hate it when enemies come from behind you in space shooters? I mean, here it's sort of fine because you can shoot towards the back a little bit, sort of, but I still hate the fact that enemies come from the back. The squid thing is back and he doesn't have any new moves. He's still easy to kill. Well, easy to kill if the orbiting satellites didn't really get in the way that much. But he still dies and I get my shield back. This stage is actually really short, but it's also really hard too. One mistake can cost you. But then again, the boss of this stage is easier compared to the others. So, hard stage, but it's short and the boss is easy. Good trade-off, I find. Here's the big boss of Zone W, Little Stripes. You just stay to the far left and you should be fine. You can blow off his fins, which don't really add much to the fight, just something to blow off, I guess. That sounded really suspect. Okay, moving on. He'll shoot these sonic waves that are really easy to dodge. You just move up or down. That's it. And he'll also shoot a spread shot, which again, you have to weave in between the bullets in order to not die. And I got cocky and lost the shield. I'm an idiot. But no, this boss is still not that hard. You just stay to the far left and that will give you more room to dodge, and he'll go down in no time. After the battle, Proco Jr. and Tiet Young have returned to the planet of Orga, and it had transformed into a densely wooded area, and nobody could be found. While they were in battle, thousands of years had passed. They done fucked up. Zone W is the quote-unquote bad ending of the game, and I say quote-unquote because the music is still cheerful even though everybody is practically extinct. Zone X is another space shooting level, and I'll say that this zone is way harder than the previous zone. For one thing, you got these fireballs that explode into mini fireballs when you shoot them. It's a thing. Also, another nice little graphical detail with the wavy Jupiter in the background. Like, what is it with this game and wavy patterns? There is only one mini-boss in this entire stage, and it's the giant seahorse. I don't think anything's changed about him, but I don't know. We'll just have to see when we get to him. Alright, here's the seahorse enemy, and it looks like he's shooting the lasers a bit faster, so that's worth noting. He has changed a little bit. Still dies easily though. But we still got plenty of level to go. Zone X is larger than Zone W, and the boss is a bit harder, but not by much. He's still simple. He's no Bio-Strong or Mother Hawk, but he's still not as easy as Little Stripes. And this boss has an alphabet soup name. I think it's like Nahanoia or Nahanogia. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Neo is unique to one zone, that being Zone X, so if you want to fight him, this is the only place where you can. He has a plethora of different attacks at his disposal. Neo will shoot out these bullets from all over his body in a spread-like fashion. He'll also shoot out these boomerangs which home in on your current location, but they're kinda lazy at doing it, they just fly off screen. He'll also shoot out these lasers that go straight ahead, and also separate his body, which could crash into you. He also has a tiny pool of health. He goes down super quickly. Like, look at this. He's almost dead, and he is dead. That was the final boss of Zone X. You know what, just go to Zone X if you want an easy time. After the battle, Paco Jr. and Tiet Young have returned to the planet of Orga. Another battle is awaiting them. Man, this text is really slow all of a sudden. Allied enemy forces have declared war against the race of Darius. Evil! Yeah, sequel bait. The sequel bait ending. It's Darius. There's a million different sequels and installments in this franchise, so it never ends. Alright, so I turned on fast forward mode because we already seen these zones before, even though these are technically different zones. Oh boy, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo games and their limited color palettes and stage designs. Oh boy. But I won't be fast forwarding through the boss or the endings because that would defeat the point. So yeah, it's just fast forwarding through the stages themselves because it's getting repetitive. Oh, that will teach me to show off every single zone in a game. Even though I still might do it because, you know, I gotta show off everything. Well, most things, not everything. Zone Y is just basically a toned down Zone W. You got the easier mini bosses making a return here, as well as Little Stripes. I can't talk today. Little Stripes comes here as the final boss, and he's still just as easy as before. Just like before, Little Stripes has that sonic wave attack that you can just dive up and down to avoid, as well as that spread shot that you can weave in between the bullets. You have to shoot the dorsal fins as well as the little tail on the back. Junior? Praco Jr.? Please wake up! Oh, it was all a dream. Or is this during peacetime after the war? I don't know. This ending makes no sense. And it looks like Tia Young is about to punch Praco in the face with a clock. Or, as I like to call it, getting clocked in the face. That's stupid. Zone Z2 is back on the blue fireball. I don't even know what this is. Is this supposed to be Io? Are we on the moon Io? Where's there ever a fireball near Jupiter? Oh well, this zone is pretty simple for the most part. And here's my arch nemesis Turtle. There went my arch nemesis Turtle. About my pronunciation of the word turtle, I've been saying Taito because it's funny. And also I pronounced it like that when I was like 6 or 7, so yeah. I wanted to make fun of my pronunciation when I was like 6. But enough about my first grade pronunciations and more about this level, or more so the boss of this level, because it's the same as before. It's freaking Biostrong. He's the boss of this level. And it's even harder to dodge because there's a ground here. And you can't run into the ground, otherwise you die. And this stage is also kinda long. Good thing I sped it up because it just goes on forever. And you got a lot of obstacles that you have to dodge in order to get through. Oh yay, here's my favorite boss of the game, the one where you can't really shoot at him effectively because he's the size of everything else that's on the screen, and he disguises himself. Good times. Yeah, and he also spread shots too. Oh fucking hell. At least I'm playing as Tiet for this run, because she does have better enhancements than Praco does, but that's not really saying much because I'm still fighting freaking Biostrong. After completion of this difficult mission, Praco Jr. and Tiet Young were praised by all descendants of Darius. The President of Varga decorates Praco and Tiet with medals in recognition of their excellent service in the war. There! I actually read that. And no, I did not just botch the editing. This is the same freaking ending from before. Oh god, I'm breathless. I don't know why they reused that ending. I don't even know which ending is canon. For all I know, the canon ending could be freaking Praco and Tiet going back into the future. Or into the future, because they went thousands of years and everybody was extinct. You know what? I don't even know what this continuity is. This stage right here, Zone V, which is conspicuously at the end of the alphabet here, is pretty challenging. Mother Hawk is the final boss of this stage, so you're probably going to be in for a fight. Alright, so we arrived at Mother Hawk. No new strategies, you just have to watch out for the lasers, which are tough to avoid, as well as that boomerang, that dorsal fin that she shoots out from the top. And also don't forget that loop-de-loop energy attack that she does. That's relatively easy to avoid. Alright, just got a shit ton of shots in right there. Whenever she does that boomerang attack, she usually just stays still, and I die because I'm stupid. Yeah. Just take advantage of when she does that boomerang attack because she does stay still. At least Mother Hawk is fair, unlike Biostrong. What is that attack? I've never seen that attack before. Okay, maybe there is something different about this version of Mother Hawk. Oh, it looks like that green laser attack just shoots straight ahead and the Mother Hawk stays still. So, easy to dodge, but it looks like it just hogs half the screen. Yeah, pretty much half screen real estate. But since we're coming up in the end of the game, here are my closing thoughts on Sagaia, aka Darius 2. It's a pretty good game. I think it's the best Darius game in my opinion, but you know, some people may say Darius Gaiden or G Darius are the best. I say it's this game. So as long as you can find a loose copy of this game, just buy it. As long as it's not too expensive, obviously. Or just buy the Darius Cosmic Collection console on the PS4 or Switch, which has this game, Darius Twin, and Darius Force, aka Supernova. After the battle, Paco Jr. and Tiet Young they located the source of the Mayday signal and rescued their friends of Darius. Okay, that was a strange little error there. Oh, that's it. That was Darius 2. I apologize for the delay in parts. I'll be sure to be more consistent with my future uploads. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next playthrough.